How much do you think our society is headed into a dystopian direction? If so, what measures should we take?
Well, as Benjamin Franklin said when they during the Constitutional Convention, I guess they were like on a break, and he came out, and one of the women's like, "What kind of a government have you given us?" And he said, "A republic, if you can keep it." So it's pretty obvious the issue that's always been the issue all throughout human history is will like especially when it comes to America, will man be allowed or be able to continue to rule himself, or will he be ruled by a small elite? All you got to do is look at like the World Economic Forum groups and most of the politicians. I mean, just politics in general tends to attract psychopaths, and they derive their significance from being able to bully you and tell you what to do and how to live your life. And I mean, just look at Nancy Pelosi.
Oh.
The fact that she's worth $400 million, and it's pretty clear she's been doing insider trading. I mean, her track record is better than Warren Buffett. So if you're writing laws and passing laws, and you know of laws that are coming up that are probably going to get passed, and she's buying stock or telling her husband to buy stock on that, it's like, that's insider trading. Anybody else does that, you go to jail. But because she's in Congress, she's allowed to get away with it. And that's the problem. It's like those people, it's like once they get there, they get a taste of money and power. They don't ever leave. They just basically die in office. Look at Dianne Feinstein died in office. Um, who else? There's Hillary Clinton, Admiral Byrd, or Miss what was it, Byrd? He was the former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. Now he died, I don't know, 8 or 10 years ago. And Hillary Clinton said he was her favorite mentor. And this was Hillary Clinton supposedly all for minorities and everything. But yet her biggest mentor was the former wizard of the Ku Klux Klan and Margaret Sanger, who started Planned Parenthood. And Margaret Sanger hated black people. The whole reason why they put Planned Parenthood centers in black communities was not to provide health care for them. It's to help abort as many black babies as possible. And she was also one of Hillary Clinton's biggest heroes. But listening to Hillary Clinton talk, she's all about the minorities, when in reality, she's a fucking psychopath. If she could outlaw certain groups of people from being able to breed or being able to live, she would fucking do it in a heartbeat. And so this is always happening. I mean, look at the lockdowns. What was crazy about the lockdowns is like 50% of Democrats wanted anybody that was unwilling to get the jab to be forcefully arrested and thrown into an internment camp to keep them away from society. Because their attitude was, oh, you need to get vaccinated to protect me. It's like, well, if the vaccine worked and you're vaccinated, then you're safe. My getting vaccinated or not should have no bearing on you. But the way the propaganda was sent out, it was pretty nutty. And then there was a high percentage of Democrats who believed that people that refused to get vaccinated deserved to be shot or killed or executed. Because in their mind, well, you're going to kill other people by transmitting the virus, so they should just kill you. And so when you realize that the other side, at least half the people kind of think that way, that's kind of dangerous. And that's why you should buy guns and ammunition, pistol, rifle, and become armed, safe, and competent. Dangerous, fast, and lethal. Your gun and your pistol, your rifle and your pistol, should become like an extension of you. Because if the shit ever, just the fact that the citizens have those weapons, that's why the politicians are always screaming about the AR-15, even though on an annual basis, only about 300 people a year die from rifles of all types, including the scary AR-15. 300. Keep in mind, there was 11, 12 teenagers die every day from texting and driving. It's like, oh, it's about saving lives. We could just save one life. Like, they don't care about saving lives. Because when somebody uses a pistol, the first thing the people on the left say is, we got to ban these AR-15s. even though an AR-15 wasn't even used. The reason why they don't like the AR-15 is because deep down, those politicians want to do things that would get them shot by an AR-15. That's why they want the people disarmed. Because once they're disarmed, then they can vote and do whatever the fuck they want and send people with guns to kick your door in and do whatever they want them to do to you. That's why we have them. That's why the Second Amendment is written. It says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It doesn't say the right of the government or the militia to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It said the right of the people. And again, the reason why they want the whole body of the American people to be armed is obviously for militia duty, but also the natural right of self-defense. Because our rights come from God. They come from the Creator. It doesn't matter whether you believe in a Creator or not. It's right in the second line of the Declaration of Independence. It's assumed there's a Creator, and therefore we're entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Constitution is based upon natural law, and that means the natural right of self-defense. But Democrats, they don't believe that. They believe that the government should have a monopoly on force. And the crazy thing about people in law enforcement is most people in law enforcement are dangerous and incompetent with weapons. And that's why you are 3 times more likely in any kind of a shooting event to be shot. And in other words, a police officer is 3 times more likely to shoot an innocent person than somebody that's concealed carry. Because that boils down to training. And most police officers don't get any training. In the city where I live right now, they get 4 hours of firearms training per year. They're dangerous and they're incompetent. That's a fact of life. And the other thing is the police don't have to come and save you. They don't have to use their weapons. They're not obligated to use their weapons to defend you. You must do that yourself. So the threat of force, the threat of violence, having the ability to deal out violence helps keep the politicians in line. But it's pretty obvious. It's, like we were playing a clip yesterday from the commie mayor, the commie Islamist mayor, who looks like he's going to become the next mayor of New York. He wants to ban all assault rifles. This guy wasn't even a citizen. He became a citizen 4 or 5 years ago. He's not even from America. And so my fucking grandfather, who walked across Europe to liberate Europe from the Nazis during World War II and got shot in the hip, which shortened his life, and therefore I wasn't able to really get to know my grandfather, who passed these things on. We're going to have some fucking foreigner come here and tell me I can't have guns? I don't fucking think so.